Hey besties, how's it going? My name's Jeff. Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. So today, I'm gonna tell you what CHAT GPT told me would be the best places to invest in 2023. So the idea for this video came just yesterday. I was taking a walk with one of my besties. Where would be the best place to invest in this next year? Maybe artificial intelligence could kind of guide the way. So what I decided to do was go on to Chat GPT and ask it which stocks it thought would perform best in the year to come. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the answers and tell you what GPT suggested. Number one, technology. And I'm going to tell you specifically what about technology Chat GPT said to look out for. It said the number one investment strategies and industries that you might want to consider. So here is what Chat GPT said for the number one sector of technology. The technology sector is likely to continue its strong growth, driven by advancements in AI, 5G, cloud computing, and the Internet of Things. Consider investing in companies that are leaders in these areas. All right, that's number one. Number two, the number two sector in our economy is healthcare. According to Chat GPT and the artificial intelligence, it said, the healthcare industry is also expected to see growth as the world continues to grapple with the COVID-19 pandemic and invests in treatments and vaccines. Companies involved in pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and telemedicine are likely to see increased demand. All right. So then the question is, what is the number three sector of the economy that the Chat GPT recommends for investments? And that is renewable energy. That is number three. And here is some detail on what it said about number three. Renewable energy is becoming increasingly important in countries around the world as countries around the world work to reduce their carbon footprint and combat climate change. Investing in companies that are involved in the production and distribution of renewable energy sources, such as wind and solar power, could be a good option. All right, now we're getting to number four. And the number four area that Chat GPT mentioned is, I'm going to change the color here. How about infrastructure? All right, infrastructure is the area number four. And what it says there is, as the world's population continues to grow and urbanize, there will be a need for increased investment in infrastructure such as transportation systems, water and waste management, and telecommunications. Companies involved in these sectors could see growth in 2023 and beyond. And the number five area that the Chat GPT recommended for investing is ESG investing. ESG investing. And what it said is environmental, social, and governance, which is ESG, investing has gained popularity in recent years as more and more investors seek to align their investments with their values, reducing carbon emissions or promoting diversity and inclusion in the workplace. So there you have it, right there. Technology, healthcare, renewable energy, infrastructure, and ESG investing. And, I will say that this was really fascinating to me because I've never used the CHAT GPT before for kind of getting investment ideas. And I just wanted to take it for a test drive and ask it, since AI is here and we can use it to get ideas about where we are now and maybe see a little further into the future. And I loved these suggestions. I actually invest in ETFs that invest in technology, such as VGT, the Vanguard Information Technology ETF, and healthcare. I invest in VHT, which is the Vanguard Healthcare ETF. Renewable energy really interests me, and I've learned a lot about some of the different ETFs that invest in renewable energy, and also obviously companies that are involved in that sector. There's a lot of risk in investing in these companies. For example, Enphase is a solar microinverter company. They make these microinverters that are useful and crucial for solar panels to work. But the stock price for Enphase has been all over the place, and it seems to me to be super expensive right now, a very expensive stock. So investing in it is, to me, just feels a lot like gambling or speculating. And I think it would just be super risky to invest in a solar power company or in any of these renewable energy companies, especially those that don't have a very long track record with the future so uncertain. But what I realize is rather than investing specifically in one solar power company, or what you can do is you can invest in an ETF that invests in a broad range of wind and solar and other renewable energies. I've learned about a few different ones. There's one that invests only in solar powered companies, which is TAN, like tan, cute, right? And then there's some others like ICLN, and I believe the other one starts with a P, PBW. So PBW and ICLN are both renewable energy ETFs. If you're interested in investing in this renewable energy sector, I think it makes a lot of sense to do so where you're not just picking a company, because you never know how any one of those companies are going to perform. So I really like the idea that the CHAT GPT steered me renewable energy companies, because I've really been thinking about investing in this sector. I also believe that renewable energy, things beyond just oil and gas, are going to be a part of our future. But I found it really hard to try to figure out which companies are going to be the best performers and which ones are going to really win out in the future. So the more I thought about it, the more I realized if I'm going to invest in renewable energy, I'm probably much better off, since I don't know all the companies in these sectors, like wind energy and solar energy, that I should just pick an ETF that invests in these companies. And then instead of taking on the risk of any one company, which might crash and burn, I'm at least spreading it out across, 20 or 50 or 100 different renewable energy companies. I'm really glad you guys watched this video. Let me know what you think about using the Chat GPT, using artificial intelligence to help us make investment decisions. I can use this Chat GPT to ask specific questions. For example, I'm thinking of asking it specific questions about healthcare stocks that it believes present a better future return going forward. Which particular companies, because I'm not sure whether artificial intelligence is suited to actually mention specific businesses, but I'm interested to see which ones it might be able to uncover. So let me know if you want me to ask any questions. And even better than that, will you tell me which questions you would ask, because I'm happy to ask them for you guys and then make a video about it. So put any questions or ideas, even if you don't think that this is maybe the topic for a new video, just let me know what you're thinking about in the comment section, because I'm always interested to see what you guys write about, and it always generates an interesting dialogue. So I'm so glad you stopped by to watch this video as I test drive the CHAT GPT AI on investing decisions. And I will see you again in the next video.